Two intoxicated men were standing by the Singapore River. They didn't know each other when suddenly man A shoved man B on the chest, causing man B to roll down the steps, falling into the Singapore River where he drowned. This happened on June 30th, 2024 when man A, a 22-year-old Indian national and student at Birmingham Academy, pushed man B, a 33-year-old Indian national and construction worker, into the Singapore River at Clarke Quay. The court has deemed the act unprovoked, even though man A's defense claimed that man B has hurled profanities at him, but the court deemed it as lacking evidence. So man B fell backwards, rolled down steps and drowned in the river. His body was found at 2 a.m. on July 1st, 2024 by the SCDF's Disaster Assistance and Rescue Team. An autopsy confirmed drowning with injuries from the fall. So now on July 16, 2025, man A has been sentenced to 2 years and 11 months in jail after pleading guilty to voluntarily causing hurt resulting in grievous hurt, plus a charge of using criminal force on a woman that night was also considered during sentencing. And now for some background context, earlier that night, man A was drinking with friends at Clarke Quay when an argument occurred where he apparently grabbed the hair of one of the ladies in his friend group. He later returned alone and got into a conversation with man B before pushing man B. Man A then fled, discarding his shirt to avoid detection, and was arrested the next day. The judge has called it a tragic case, noting that man B was a vulnerable victim and was also the sole breadwinner of his family. Man A's claim that man B provoked him by damaging his bangle and insulting his mother lack evidence. Breaking news, K-pots are a real big issue in Singapore right now, and in the first case of its own, a 41-year-old Singaporean was just charged on July 17, 2025 for allegedly manufacturing DIY K-pots. K-pots are known to contain etomidate, an anesthetic that should only be administered under clinical settings. Vaping, as we all know, is illegal in Singapore, and K-pots has an anesthetic agent also that cause users to behave like as if they are groggy, staggering, started speech, basically like zombies, also known as zombie vape, space pots, and piao piao in different parts of Asia. So now on December 11, 2024, authorities found 569 empty pot casings, 534 pot components, over 1,400 pot covers and 100 loose e-vaporizer pots and other related items in this man's home, indicating that he was producing K-pots. The suspect has appeared via video link, understood the charges, and expressed intent to plead guilty without legal representation, stating that he did not want to waste the court's time. The HSA, Health Sciences Authority, has offered a plea deal. Singapore is grappling with a rise in etomidate-laced K-pots, with cases increasing from 10 in 2024 to 28 in the first half of 2025 alone. The Ministry of Health and Ministry of Home Affairs are considering stricter vaping laws due to its serious health risks. This 20-year-old male defendant claimed that his father-in-law was ill and hospitalized, but he has a 14-year-old girlfriend. This is your last story of the day. Follow us for more. So this happened in Singapore, where a 20-year-old male defendant and his 14-year-old girlfriend conspired to lure a 17-year-old female victim diagnosed with ADHD and intellectual disability to meet them. The girlfriend, the 14-year-old girlfriend, then physically assaulted the victim, striking, beating her, assaulted the victim 3 times in one evening. This happened on April 6, 2025, when the defendant chatted with the victim on I to the G platform and then borrowed 360 Singapore dollars from her the next day, claiming that his father-in-law was hospitalized. The victim met him at his residence to hand over the money, but the defendant's girlfriend, the 14-year-old girl, was upset about their communication, and the defendant, annoyed at the victim's perceived clinginess or stickiness, planned to teach her a lesson. So on April 14, 2025, the defendant contacted the victim again, this time to borrow 30 Singapore dollars, and arranged to meet at his residence again. He met up with the victim, took the money and left, and his girlfriend then confronted the victim, falsely claiming that the victim caused them to break up. The 14-year-old girlfriend then assaulted the victim 3 times that evening. The victim sought medical attention 3 weeks later, with no visible bruises, but there was still redness on her scalp. She reported pain in the head and legs, memory issues, and difficulties sleeping due to the pain. The 20-year-old male defendant now faces 3 counts of causing hurt and 1 count of providing false statement. And on July 15, 2025, he pleaded guilty to 2 charges, with the others to be considered during sentencing. The judge has ordered a youth reformatory assessment and deferred sentencing, and the identities of the others involved in the case cannot be named due to their age being below 18.